Chapter 6604. After that, she asked again, Charlie, do you want me to inform Shinmai in advance about this matter? So that the Mitsui family can be prepared, and at the same time let them fully cooperate with you. Okay. Charlie said, you explain the situation to Mitsui Shinmai and ask her father to meet me backstage. I am going to the backstage to find Tawana now. If this news leaks out and is known by people around her, she may be in danger at any time. Then, Charlie instructed her, Nanako, you have to remind the Mitsui family not to call the police for the time being. This may be counterproductive. I know, Charlie. Nanako said immediately, I will contact Shinmai now. Charlie hung up the phone and immediately hurried to the backstage. The Dome is a circular performance venue with a stage designed on the northernmost side of the venue, while the VIP box area where Charlie was located was on the southernmost side of the venue, which was a bit far away. In order to prevent accidents, Charlie ran all the way and also called Claire. After the call was connected, Charlie said in a very calm tone, Wife, after you and Elsa finish talking with Miss Sasaki, go back to the hotel first. I still have to talk to Mr. Mitsui about the feng shui of the Dome. So I guess I won't be back until late. Claire said, It's okay, husband. Elsa and I don't have anything to do. We'll just wait for you here. Charlie hurriedly said, The key is that Mr. Mitsui also wants me to go to his house to check his feng shui. He is Miss Fei's friend, and it's hard to refuse such a kind invitation. You two go back to the hotel first, and Miss Fei can take you there. I'll come back to the hotel to find you when I'm done. Claire didn't want Charlie to think about work wherever he went. But Charlie mentioned Stella in his words, as if checking the feng shui for Mitsui Yoshitoka was also giving face to Stella. She couldn't persuade him now, so she said, Then don't be too late. Don't worry, Charlie responded and hung up the phone. He was not worried about Claire's safety. With the 1 billion hidden on Tawana's head, no one would harm Claire here. If the killer came here, the best way was to let her leave first to avoid being frightened. At this moment, Tawana didn't know that she was in great danger. She took off her makeup in the dressing room and was about to change her performance clothes when the door was suddenly kicked open, scaring her and Trevor. She subconsciously wanted to get angry at this unreasonable behavior. But when she saw that it was Charlie who kicked the door in, she was surprised and asked, Wade. Mr. Wade, what are you doing? Charlie walked towards her, took the eyeliner, eyebrow pencil, makeup brush, and other tools from the dressing table one by one, and said at the same time, Someone in the United States has offered $1 billion to kill you. From now on, until you leave Japan and enter China, your life safety will be greatly threatened. So from now on, if you and Trevor want to live, you must obey me. You must do whatever I tell you to do and go wherever I tell you to go. You are not allowed to have any questions, let alone any doubts. Do you understand? Tawana was so scared that her face turned pale, and she blurted out, $1 billion just to take my life. Yes. Charlie nodded and asked her, Are you shocked by your own worth? This is the first time in my life that I've heard of someone spending $1 billion to buy a girl's life. When you quit the entertainment industry in the future, you can tell this story and see if you can apply for a Guinness World Record. Tawana smiled bitterly and said, They are spending $1 billion to buy my life, not because my life is valuable, but because they are afraid that I will live and tell some secrets. Trevor on the side hurriedly said, Honey, since they want your life so much, you might as well post everything you know on the internet. In this way, they won't have to kill you to silence you. Tawana looked at Trevor with a complicated expression and said, If I say something, my own future will be over. What's more, even if I say it, they still won't let me go. After all, even if I can tell many things, I can't produce real evidence. And it won't have much impact on them. However, once the superiors want to investigate these things, I will become one of the key witnesses to identify them. So they will definitely not let me live. Triv asked anxiously, Tawana, what secrets do you have with them that make them want to kill you at all costs? Tavana said with a very tangled expression. Trev, believe me, I haven't done anything out of the ordinary. But they tried their best to win me over at that time, and in order to integrate into their circle. I have had a lot of contact with them and seen too much of what they did. After I was with you, I haven't had any contact with them. Trevor covered his face and sighed, not knowing whether it was regret or melancholy. At this time, Mitsui Yoshitoka hurried over with his daughter Mitsui Shinmai. He saw that the door was ajar, and he was uneasy, fearing that someone had come to attack Tawana in advance. So he stopped Mitsui Shinmai and didn't dare to let her come forward. Just as he was considering whether to send someone in to check the situation first, Charlie opened the door from inside the room and said, Mr. Mitsui, please notify all the bodyguards of your family to guard all the entrances and exits of the dome. No one is allowed to go out, not in. Mitsui Yoshitoka nodded and said to Charlie, Don't worry, Mr. Wade, I have notified the security personnel to set up a dragnet in the manor. The helicopter will arrive later and take Miss Sweet to the manor for close protection. Charlie said coldly, in this situation, the helicopter may not be safe. Once you get on the helicopter, if there is any variable, it will be difficult to survive. It's better to let the security personnel outside guard the entrance and exit. And we will find a way to go out through the regular route. Mitsui Yoshitoka said, Mr. Wade, there is no need to be so nervous. We have a lot of people here, plus the influence of my family. Few people in and out are willing to go against me. As he was speaking, a man who looked similar to him ran over and said, Brother, it's not good. Our informants in the Yamaguchi-gumi, Inagawakai, and Sumiyoshikai reported that their leaders have issued orders to the core members and the top killers under their command to find Miss Sweet at all costs. What? Mitsui Yoshitoka felt his face burning and blurted out. These second-rate gangs dare to challenge my Mitsui family. After that, he immediately said in a cold voice, Call Nishida Hirohiro. I want to ask him if he and his men are tired of living